All right, I'm just gonna make my folder in documents because I have no reason to keep this. So I'm going to right click under my documents, create a new folder. And I would not put C++ as the name, do CPP, because sometimes plus characters and other things can give trouble. So I'm just gonna put CPP programs. That's why you'll notice a lot of my stuff doesn't say install C++, it says install CPP, because sometimes the plus plus can confuse the operating system as far as a path. Now, as we have done before, we're going to right click on the folder, go to show new options, and we're going to open the folder with code. That's the best way to do it. Open the folder that's going to have the files with code. If you already started code, then you go to File, Open Folder. Visual Studio Code is much happier like that. And then we're going to create our Hello World program. Ready, Andy?
Yeah, so I'm still catching up. I'm making the folder.
So now I'm going to, I guess, right click out here, new file. And I see, what did I did HELOO, and I think I'll use the Python convention because I've not found any consistent convention for naming C++ programs. You can do that or you can do the Java one, doesn't matter.
.cpp.
But .cpp is C++. That's the convention for the file extension. And it should say, do you want to install the recommended C++ extension from Microsoft? If it doesn't say that, then you'll have to go over here and add it in because we do want that.
So we do one install.
Yep. Because this helps Visual Studio Code understand C++ and how to run it and all that sort of thing. We could do everything from the command line, but this just makes life easier. And I don't think I want a pre-release version. I'm fine just like this. And there it is. Well, I'm not going to ask GitHub Copilot to do anything. I think I have it shut down right now. So it is very similar to, there's something that's helpful. One of the things that the C++ pack does is it gives you this neat little way to start out multi-line comments. See how I did a slash and then two asterisks, and then it popped an asterisk off to the left for me. So now I have a nice little header comment. And as I press the enter key, it gives me more room to do things. That's very nice. Makes it look very professional. But we don't need to add that in right now. But we are always, and notice that the commenting is exactly the same as Java. We always include IOStream because we need that for the cout and the cin function. And just like we did with our robots, we include, and this is a built-in one, so we use the little less than sign, IOStream. IO standing for input output, stream because we're getting a stream of bytes from our program to, we're getting a stream of bytes in, we're getting a stream of bytes out. So input output includes input from the U to the operating system to the program. It includes output from the program to the terminal so we can see it. And primarily to start with, we're going to use the cout function, which means, of course, we have a cin function. So we go in and out. All C++ programs have an int main. And that's a lot easier to set up than Java. That's it. You need an int main. Period. That's it. Nothing else. Now, the next part is a little more complicated. STD stands for the standard library, not venereal diseases. Cout is part of the standard library. This is very much like Linux, where we're saying out, 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 right? We're streaming our bytes out, out, out. And the default output device for any computer program, Andy, is what? What's the default output device?
The monitor, right?
Yep, monitor, terminal, whatever you want to call it, but it's the monitor.
Console.
Console, yeah, another, yep. And so we're streaming this out to the console. But C++, you have to build everything from scratch and shoot the buffalo and skin it and everything else. So you have to say, okay, that's the end of the line. We're done. So cout does not include a carriage return at the end. That's what Andel does. And you can print as much as you want, but that's your standard cout line. And then always, well, we don't have to, but you're supposed to have a return 0. When you return 0 to the operating system, that means that the program functioned properly. And it had no errors. And of course, there's some other standard cout outlines and all that kind of stuff, but this is enough to get the idea. Now, for the moment of truth, see if we have a eureka moment, like Mike and I had a little bit ago when Thor's motor moved.
Yeah.
Didn't look impressive, but boy, it was impressive, I tell you.
Yeah.
So, oh, I'm zoomed in a little too far here. So if you go up to your, there it is. If you go up to terminal and then run build task, that will bring up the different build options from G++ and GCC.
Run build task. It will build it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terminal, run build task. You find it, Andy?
I got it.
And it'll populate some things. Oh, yeah, don't need to allow it, but
It'll allow it.
yeah, I can't allow it. We don't need this. We're not going to use CMake in this class.
Not show me again.
Yep, and then once you get all that out, then you may have to do it one more time. And then the next time, it should bring up that little list of stuff that we can do.
Oh, we're good.
We got either C++ or regular C. We're only doing C++. Which C is the base language that Bern, what's his name? Strauss, somebody invented years ago, and then he bolted on object-oriented programming. So if we hit that guy, it's going to bring up a terminal for us, and it's going to build, and it's successful. Yay! If it was successful, then we need to have a way to run it. Well, we're going to use the terminal. So we bring up a new terminal. Or you can bring up a command line, whatever you want. And if we do a dir, there's our
And
file.
You got exe file, yeah?
Yep, we have exe file. Yep.
Mhm. And I'm trying to do it on Linux now.
And
I found the
Linux,
command because I don't want exe file. I want Linux like executable.
so you have to probably change mod. I don't think the compiler probably doesn't do that automatically.
I found it is G++, then -O, then I just specify output file name and
Mhm.
then input my app or CPP
that's-
file.
That's all you have to do. I mean, we could do the same thing here, because you really only need G++. And then you're saying this is the file you're working with, right? Hello world.cpp. And then you put in whatever it is you want it to end up with, which is exe. Oh, I did that wrong. I deleted something, didn't I? Okay, I don't remember how to do it. I better do it this way.
Okay, it looks like I compiled it. I'm gonna try to run it now. Permission denied. I don't have a permission to execute it.
When you do a tab a couple of times and there, it works. Yes, Eureka, hello world.
Yes.
but it's a compiled executable that'll run in any.
On
Windows
Linux,
machine.
I have to make a chmod plus X.